Okay, what are we working on here today? I'm going to show you how to winterize your mower so it lasts you for years and years without breaking down or having to get it repaired. This is a Troy-built mower, Briggs & Stratton engine. I bought this in the winter of 2012, and at time of filming this, it is winter 2025. And it starts first or second pull every time that I use it because I take care of it, so I don't have to fight it ever each spring. So I'll show you some of the steps that I do to make sure that it lasts you a long time. First, when you're filling up your gas can, only use ethanol-free gas. Never put unleaded gas in there or anything else in there. These small engines can't handle it the way that like your car can. You have to use ethanol-free. It costs a little bit more, but it's not that much for the amount that you're going to use over the summer. So that's rule number one. Once you're done with the season, just empty the contents of your gas can, which I've already done, into your car, and that way next year you're not sitting here with old gas. Just get fresh gas every season. So that's rule number one. The first thing I like to do is just clean it all up with a soft bristle brush. If you got any grime, dust, any of that kind of stuff on there, I just like to do just a clean up. That's going to help just things not get rusty and all nasty. So just a good brush up. Okay, that's good for that. The next thing that I'd like to do is drain all the oil and gas. Just have a regular gas or oil pan here. So I'm already bone dry on my gas because I ran it all the way out. But just to show you, just tilt it and you pour it out just like that. Just run your mower completely out of gas. Don't let anything sit in there for the entire season. Then, same thing on your oil side. You got your dipstick cap. Just drain that completely out. Here's the oil that you get. You can get this at Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, Ace, Amazon, whatever, but it's just a small engine oil, SAE 30. Put the entire thing in there in the spring. But right now we're going to completely empty it out. Okay. Dipstick cap back on that one. Now we're empty. Okay, never just throw this down the drain or anything like that. Dispose of it in a container, and then you can take it to Walmart, tell them it's old oil, they'll dispose of it. Or if your city has a household pollutant collection facility, you can take it there. Next, if you have any rusty spots where the paint has peeled, you want to take care of that because then your whole deck will start getting eaten away. So that happened to me a few years ago when I had some paint peeling away down here, and so I just kind of scraped away the flakes and then got some red spray paint to just to match and hit it with that, and that protects the exposed carbon steel to where it's not going to rust out. I'm sure you've seen old mowers where the deck's half gone just because of rusting. Next, I'm going to sharpen my blade. So what I do there is flip it over. This is just a file. You can hit the blades. If you got really bad spots, ooh, look, I haven't seen this. I got a chunk of my blade missing here, so I'll probably next year just remove this whole blade by loosening up this bolt, I guess. Getting a whole new blade. So I might do a video on removing that some other time. Yeah, I must have hit a rock or a tree stump or something like that. Toy maybe. So that's all chewed up. Not sure if you can see that. But I'll typically go in here. We got a sharp side and a dull side. So on the sharp side, just go in. Put a nice edge on it. You'll see a difference in the color. You'll feel it. That way you're actually cutting the grass instead of just absolutely destroying it. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And you can take these blades to places to have them professionally sharpened too, like Ace Hardware. I think you can take most of your tools there, chainsaws and hedge trimmers, all sorts of stuff, and they will sharpen them. But that'll get a good edge on it just for the next year. You got to change your air filter every year. There's just a little screw right here. Open this guy up. There's this air filter right here. Every year change it out and get a new one. You can get a new one at Lowe's. They're just in the lawnmower section. What I like to do is just leave this open. That way it's obvious that I need a new one. It's typically when I'm done, I'll tape a note to the top that says needs new air filter and new oil and gas. And that way next spring I remember to add that. If you have any built up grass under here, you can just get a shovel, scrape that kind of stuff off. It's a pretty dry year, so I don't have a lot built up under there. But just scrape that off. And I think that might be just about it. And see how easy that was. That took me just a few minutes. And that, just something that simple makes it to where your equipment's gonna last a lot of years. There's a spark plug up here. You might need to replace that every so often. I haven't had to on this unit for whatever that, how many years has that been? 13 years I've had this. I've never had to. I might do another video on cleaning out your carburetor sometime. I think it's up here. I've had to do that once because it wouldn't start. But that's it. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments. If it helped you, if you don't mind, push the like button. I'm trying to grow the channel a little bit. And I'll see you on the next one.